want to share quickly the 21 brands that I tried in 2021. I didn't try to do this, but it just happened. So I will let you know the brand, and I think I'll also let you know if I'll continue to purchase from them, and hopefully come up with some ideas of brands I want to try this year. So the first one that I will talk about is Vanity Makeup. Now, I had the most awful experience with them. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I did not have a good experience with the brand. I got the signature palette from them, eyeshadow palette. I didn't like the way it showed up on me. And what made it worse is the customer service was kind of dismissive and invalidating from my perspective. So I don't plan to ever buy anything else ever in my life from them. Another brand is Persona Cosmetics. I've heard so many good things about Persona. I ended up getting their eyeshadow palettes, 2 of them that I have decluttered. Also, the Vanity Makeup one is going to. I decluttered them mainly because I did not like the way that they looked on me. They were a little ashy. It was the Identity 1 palette, and I also got the Identity 2, but they didn't like stand out so much that I felt that I needed to go ahead and keep them. So I did declutter them, but what I will say is their customer service is amazing. I really like them. So I'm open to purchasing other things from the brand. Oden's Eye. I currently have one item from Oden's Eye, and that is the eyeshadow palette that Tina the Fancy Face collabed with them on. Here it is. It's the Hummingbird palette. I had heard great things about Oden's Eye, their eyeshadow palettes, but hadn't really planned to purchase anything from them. No particular reason. It's just I have already found eyeshadow formulas and colors and stuff that I like already. I did get that one to kind of be supportive. Not sure if I'll purchase anything else from the brand, mainly because I like what I see in terms of their eyeshadow palettes, but there really haven't been any where I'm like, wow, I really want to get my hands on that. So if something comes out, maybe, but it's not necessarily on the top of the list for me. Wayne Goss. Now this one's a little tricky because I actually had already used or bought his eye brushes, so I had already used that. But what I hadn't gotten from the brand are any of the makeup products. And so last year, what I did was I bought 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, and I ended up really enjoying them. I didn't think that the contour bronzer palette he has, there didn't seem to be a shade that would really work for me. I'm not necessarily interested in the lipsticks or the lip liners, but I really do like the eyeshadow palette, like more than I thought I would. So I find that they're just like nice. The formula is nice, very smooth and easy to blend on your eyes, even if you have like wrinkles and stuff on there. I just find that it's just a nice palette. I have 2 of them. I don't think I'm gonna buy the other 2, but I'm really satisfied with the 2 that I have. Okay, speaking of Wayne Goss, let's move on to Sonia G. I don't know how that connected, but bear with me. I bought Sonia G Brushes for the first time ever in 2021. I wasn't understanding the hype. I was like, I don't get it. Like, it's just a brush. No, it's not just a brush. It's magic. It's magic. And so I really am enjoying the Sonia G brushes. What I like is that they're easy to use, and the funny thing is I like that on the brush there's usually like words like blender, builder, buffer, and so it's almost like paint by numbers. Like it's telling you exactly how to use it. One thing that's a little annoying is that they don't restock in an efficient amount of time. I understand that these are being like handmade by different artisans and they take time, but I was kind of surprised that the brand kept on coming out with brushes without like restocking old ones. So I would really hope that they do that this year. Restock. Lorac. Now, I've heard of Lorac like in the past, but I kind of never hear people talking about Lorac. So when I saw the eyeshadow palettes, I think they were at Ulta for a deep discount. I was like, you know what? I really want to give it a try, like, because it seems like one of those brands that's been around for a while and nobody talks about it. And ever since like a couple years ago, I realized that Lorac is Carol spelled backwards. I've been intrigued because that's something I would do. I do really like their eyeshadow palettes. I have several of them. I have some of the larger ones, and I even have some of their like petite palettes, and I really do enjoy them. I don't know that I will get any more of their palettes, honestly, because with the ones that I already have, I think I've kind of like covered the color wheel. And in some ways, the palettes can be repetitive because they do have a lot of the same like neutral colors. So one thing is I could potentially buy some singles, because in the packaging, I appreciate that you can pop the eyeshadow out and rearrange things or put in different ones. So if there's a single that like jumps out at me, I might purchase it, but I have been enjoying the things that I've gotten from the brand. Viseart. Now, I have always heard like so much about Viseart. I'm not quite sure that I knew it was pronounced Viseart until like much later. I think it was like, I thought it was Visart or something. But I really like the eyeshadows from this brand. Now, people were like raving about it, like it's the bee's knees. I will say that I do like the mattes. I do like the shimmers. Like, I don't know that it just like makes me want to jump up and down, you know, but I like them. And I find that like the colors that they have just sort of work in their palettes, like either all neutral or whatever. And yeah, I have a few of these bigger ones. I actually like the packaging. I know some people are like, it's like cheap looking maybe, but I appreciate the clear front and then this plain regular old black backing. Just no muss, no fuss. Here's your eyeshadow palette. So I do enjoy this. I don't know that I need to get anything else from Viseart. I get tempted a lot by the newer things that they're coming out with because the colors are pretty and it's all pretty and shiny, and I get distracted and want to purchase it. But I really don't need anything from them, any more eyeshadows from them. If they had singles, do they have singles? Maybe I would purchase one or two, but I feel like with the number of palettes I have from them again, I have covered the color wheel. So I don't need anything else. But I do like the ones that I have right now. Oh, I will say that they're like petite ones. I didn't realize they were so petite, like they real little. That's okay. Like, that's okay. But they could just like knock like $5-10 off of it because they're tiny. Patrick Ta. Now, I have one of his blushes. This is the one, Oh She's Different. I previously also had Do We Know Her? And that one has been decluttered. I don't have anything else from the brand, any of the other things that he's come out with. I was really excited to give these blushes a try because, again, people were like, oh my god, best blush ever. And it's okay. For my, like, preferences and usage, it's alright. I already have... whoa. Excuse me. I already have a cream blush formula that I like from Milani. I already have powder blushes that I like from Cover FX and Pat McGrath. And so the Patrick Ta one didn't necessarily make me just want to like jump out my seat and buy it. You know what I'm saying? So I have not gotten the eyeshadow palettes or like the brow stuff or anything else. It's just like, it's okay. I don't know that I'll be purchasing anything else from the brand. Goss. Now, I have their Cloud Set powders. I have them in the shade Silky and the shade Velvety. What I like about this powder is that it gives you, like, it doesn't take away the glow if you want to still have some like glow to your skin. So it's definitely not the best if you're wanting something to like matte out your face, but I can really appreciate the look that it gives. I'm not necessarily interested in anything else from the brand. I did kind of want a bronzer just because I like the way this is made, and I like the packaging, except it gets really dirty. But it didn't seem like they had a bronzer that would actually work for me. And I've heard that their like concealer and other things kind of go bad quickly, and I just don't have time for that. So I'm going to use these up. Not sure if I will repurchase them. Maybe. Yeah, maybe, because I don't have any other powders that are like not mattifying. So this is one that maybe I would repurchase again, but that's about it. Now, one like brand and also website is Beauty Bay. And I had never purchased anything from that website before, and I ended up getting an eyeshadow palette as well as a brush drying towel. I really like the brush drying towel. It's really awesome. And the eyeshadow palette, I did like it. It's just, it was kind of large, and I didn't necessarily want to keep having really large palettes in my like storage. So I did declutter it, but not for, you know, bad formula or anything. Just honestly, I didn't want that large of a palette because a lot of my other palettes are kind of more compact. But I did enjoy it when I used it. Vanessa Myricks. Now, I was actually surprised that I just got into Vanessa Myricks in 2021. It feels like I've been using her brand for a super long time. I had heard about Vanessa Myricks and her products, and I was kind of intimidated. I was like, what are those? What are those creams? Like, how do you use those? But in 2021, I decided to take the plunge and purchase a couple of products. And I can honestly say that I like most of the ones that I have. Now, I did purchase some Color Fix, and I preferred the matte Color Fix over the other formulas. I think the mattes are like very one and done. Put it on your eye, it's gonna dry down, and it's gonna stay there all night or all day. Or, girl, maybe it's night and day. Do you? I also like the bronzer and the contour and the Lightwork Volume 3 palette that I have. Now, I do think I will purchase more from the brand at some point. It's just that the products seem to last so long that they'll probably expire before I can even go through all of them. And that reason is because you only need so little of the product. You're using like a drop, if that, of the Color Fix. And you only need like a little bit of the bronzer and the contour. So I just feel like they're gonna last forever. I don't know what else I can purchase. Another brand is Anissa Beauty, which I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but I heard someone, I want to say it was Sonia G, talk about the Anissa Beauty the Anissa Beauty brush cleanser, and I really do like the like using a pump and everything for my brush cleaner or cleaning my brushes. And yeah, I always have at least 2 of those laying around. I do have some like soaps where you can like swirl your brush, but I really do like being able to pump the product on my hand and use my hand to wash the brush. I don't know, it's just cleaner and easier. The next brand is BK Beauty. I've only gotten brushes from them. Here's one. It's their foundation brush, the 101, that is really popular, and I can see why. It has great density, and because of that shape, it can get into like the corners and stuff of your face. These are some of the best synthetic hair brushes that I have encountered. I really like them, and I have quite a few of them. There is one that I still want, and it's the concealer brush in their collab with Hot and Flashy, but it's not sold separately or individually. If they do have that one come out as an individual brush, I will certainly be picking that up. The thing is, it's the same shape as this brush, but like smaller, and you can use it as a concealer brush, because this one is kind of big to use as a concealer brush. You can, but I think the smaller one will get into the corners and stuff a lot better. Anyway, if that one comes out, I'm jumping on that so fast. And they have amazing customer service. Like, customer service really, really does play a role in whether or not I will continue to engage with someone. But I do like the brushes. I don't necessarily plan to get their eyeshadow palette or their lip products. Like, the brushes are enough for me. I don't need the other stuff. Now, a brand that I tried a sponge from them. It is the Stands Out Beauty Sponge. And I heard I heard Risa Does Makeup and also Tara from Tara Lynn's channel. I heard them talk about this. And what attracted me to it is that you don't have to wet it. And my inner, like, sloth was like, what? I don't have to go nowhere? I'll have to walk over like 20 feet and put this under the faucet. And yeah, that's why I bought it. Now, I do enjoy it. It's definitely made of a different material. I'm trying to even think of what it is, but you know, my mind isn't working as... Oh, polyurethane foam. So it's a bit different from some of the other sponges that I have. I really like it though. I do feel like it gets a little dirtier faster than the other brushes, or I'm sorry, the other sponges. And I think that's because of the foam that it's made of. But I do like it. They could come down like $5, $10 on it. That's probably the only thing I will purchase from them. I honestly don't know if they have anything else because I'm not looking for anything else from them, but I do like that sponge. Another brand that I tried last year, is Hindash, and I purchased the Beautopsy palette. Initially, I was like, wow, I don't know if I know how to use that. Like, how do you turn it on? How do you work it? And I did end up getting it after some time, and I do enjoy it. So, like, I find that when I use it, I'm just a lot more, like, intentional with my eyeshadow and things like that. I do feel like a pro makeup artist could probably do this so much more justice than I can as, like, you know, regular old lay person over here. But I like it. If they came out with like a shimmer version, I would totally get it. Maybe, probably. Now, I did not get their eyeliner pen because I don't need it. And yeah, but I would totally buy something else from the brand. Laneige. Now, I ran away with this product. So this is their lip sleeping mask. I've gone through 2 this past year. It probably would have been 3 if I didn't like switch to just using something else, like other products that I had you know, locked in the corner once I started using the Laneige. I really, really enjoyed this lip treatment balm. It stays on all night. I like that it has the little spatula thing to put it on, and I will certainly be purchasing another one of these as soon as I get through some of the old stuff that I have. I also have ended up purchasing some other products from them. So the lip treatment masks and a moisturizer. I'm liking it. So I will continue to purchase from them. Lisa Eldridge. I have 3 of her velvet lipsticks, and I can say that I really, really enjoy these. I like the packaging. I like that it has that magnetized thing, and they feel like velvet. Like, I mean, I've never, full disclosure, I've never like rubbed velvet against my lips that I'm aware of, but I imagine that this is what it feels like. And they go on so smoothly. They are long lasting. I like the colors. I have some of the brighter colors, and I do hope to purchase a couple more from the brand. Since I have the brighter colors, I have like a pink, an orange, and a deep red. I do want a more like true red, as well as maybe some nude shades. But it don't look like she does sales. So it's going to have to be a very like planned purchase. But I have really been enjoying these. I don't plan to get the foundation just because I already have foundations that I love that I'm just like never going to give up. Maybe, who knows. Another lipstick brand that I have is Christian Audette. Now they also have the little like thingy, the little magnet thing. I have the collab that they did with Tara Lynn, and I just really wanted to support her. I do like these. I would definitely want to try some of their deeper shades, and I will say that I like the Lisa Eldridge formula a bit more, but Christian Audette has different formulas to choose from, so I can really appreciate that. I do tend to go to more long-lasting matte lipsticks, mainly because I talk all day and oftentimes I don't have time to like reapply stuff or whatever. So I definitely want something that's just going to go on my lips and stay there. So some of the other formulas for Christian Audette wouldn't work as well for me, especially on like work days, but they have really pretty colors and they seem nice. I also jumped on the Gucci bandwagon and purchased this powder foundation. I have it in the shade 12. This was very much a like, I didn't need this. I didn't need it. This is very much like a me trying to be like everybody else purchase. I do like it. I like the coverage. The color seems pretty good. I don't know. The smell is still kind of there, but if you are sensitive to scents, know that you're going to want to get this because it does have a pretty noticeable scent. I don't know if I'll get anything else from the brand. Like, nothing really just makes me want to like tap dance or anything. I'm glad I tried it out, but I don't know. I hear good things, I think, about some of their foundation and stuff like that, but I don't know, really. I'm going to use that, but I don't know if I'm going to buy anything else from it. Y'all, is that 21? I might have more than 21. Okay, we're just going to keep going. The brand that I also tried out is Fashion Fair, and this is their resurgence. They've been around for quite some time, but I did like the cream to powder foundation, and the setting powder, the pressed powder is okay, but I think the main thing that I like out of the things that I got is this. I don't know if they're going to come out with other things. I do know that they have lipsticks, but I'm probably not going to buy those. So I'm probably just going to stick to this. Maybe I will repurchase just to have like a good cream to powder foundation. Although these days I tend to just go with liquids, but I will continue to purchase from the brand. And then last, but certainly not least, is Dior. Now, I have fallen down this rabbit hole as well. I now have the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, the primer, the powder, as well as 2 of the eyeshadow palettes. And I want another one, or 2, or 3. I really like the products. I like that they just are pretty. The primer, I don't know if the primer really does anything, but I really like the foundation. I find that it does last all day. I do like the eyeshadow as well. The powder, I could take it or leave it, but the other products that I got, I really do enjoy. I kind of want to try a concealer from them just to kind of see how that is, but I'll definitely continue to purchase at least the top things that I like. I think that's it. I don't know if that was 21. Sorry. But I wanted to make sure that I got everything in there. So let me know some brands that you think I should try, or ones that you've tried, whether you like them or not. And yeah, I would love to sort of see what your experience has been. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you next time.